Well, it finally arrived. Took a long time. I don't know why, but there was a big keys shortage going down. And I was looking everywhere for this thing that didn't have a really long wait or anything that said back ordered. So we're gonna bust this open. The real question with this is, can someone just crack this open and start making good beats? And now I'm your average dude. I don't spend a ton of time in this world. I'm starting to, but when it comes to these Volcas and everything, I mean, I've just been having a blast with this. So I went out and got this. My only real experience that I have with these Volcas is the Volca bass and the kick and the little mixer. Even though I see, it's so glossy, I still see whoever packaged this has some little handprint right there. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can probably see that. You can save the environment a little bit more and buy one of these puppies. And you just jam it in. And then we're gonna move this to the side. Here's a little 3.5 right here for syncing, and boom, to go to your next Volca, and there you go. So here's what we have so far. It's cool that they give you some batteries. Well, I always like it when they do that, even though it's some off brand you've never even heard of. Golden Power, Power P plus us, whatever that means. So you have that. Putting everything aside, can I just fire this up? Which we will. And then just start playing. I do know a little bit about this from either watching other YouTube videos or just playing around with my existing Volcas. For instance, it probably has some default thing. Yeah, there we go. So it probably has something that I could just hit play with. Yeah, all these default songs that you can mess around with. That's kind of commonplace with all these Volcas. Let me stop this, and then I'll hook up the sound, and then we'll just get cracking and see what I can come up with. guess who's not going to win any awards with that song? This guy. Korg Volca keys. It's fantastic. I really, really like this device. I bought it with my hard-earned money, so this is not affiliated with Korg in any way outside of me just giving you my thoughts. Let's go through the good and the bad. The good is the fact that it is light, it's portable, battery powered, all that. It sounds fantastic when you go direct from headphones to the headphone outlet. I mean, dead on, it just sounds great. It sounds bigger than it actually is to me. You start mixing and matching this with other Volcas and oh man, it's just a blast. More good stuff. The action on these knobs feel fantastic. It's a nice touch. They light up when you mess with them. Just the layout and the workflow is fantastic too. It's not much of a learning curve, but once you start to understand it, I mean, it took me for just the Volca series in general. Once you kind of know one, you start to understand how they're doing the rest. So that helped me. But if you're just getting this as like your very first Volca, then yeah, it's not going to take you long to figure this thing out. The keys is a little bit more complex because it has a lot more going on. But so I would start off with the Volca bass. This is where I started, and I recommend taking this path first. Not as confusing, and the knobs are very good. Back to this. Overall, feels solid when you have batteries in there, a lot more weight to it and everything. So let's get to the negative. The negative is the speaker on this thing, not that great. I mean, it's tiny. It's not meant for anything more than just traveling around and seeing what's going on if you don't have headphones. The actual knobs here, yeah, you got to have tiny fingers to mess around with this, especially long term. There's aftermarket little knobbies you could put on, which I'm very seriously considering of doing. And if you have bigger fingers, you're not going to have a fun time with that. There's not much real estate going on with this. And so, especially if, I mean, look at that. So these devices in general are not, meant for huge hands. I mean, look at that. Good news is you get your MIDI in, so you could plug in a keyboard and there you go, and that solves that. But I would recommend getting something for this. Now also, if you it's wanting to talk to me, I guess I touched it the wrong way. If you look at the back, this is a fingerprint magnet right here. I mean, you could probably see if I hit the light just right, you can see what's going on there. You can see everybody's fingerprint. Not a fan of that. Also, I mean, that's the Korg plastic going on with pretty much every Volca that I've touched. It has the same kind of hollowy plastic going down. But it's a cheap device, and not cheap in like a bad way, cheap in a good way. And so you're gonna get stuff like that. I prefer something a little bit more metallic, like the OP1, where I feel like this is gonna last 20 to 30 years. This, I don't know if this will survive a fall. That's kind of the feel. I'm sure it will, just not multiple falls. So there you go. But that's pretty much it. It's a fantastic device. I have a ton of fun playing around with it and hooking it up to other things. And that's pretty much what you want with this, is you don't want to just make this your only toy. You want to plug it into other stuff. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, the usual stuff. And we'll come out with some more content. And if you click on any affiliate links, that hopefully means we'll keep going with this channel. All right. Talk to you later.